Hey gang, David Henry from Inspired Tennis. Hope you're doing well. Hey, I am here to do a review of a new string from Genesis called Thunderblast. But before I get into the specifics of Thunderblast, a couple things. First of all, very appreciative of Genesis and the support and cooperation they give me here at Inspired Tennis. Like a few other string brands, they were a brand who came on early and again was very supportive to my efforts here. So I'm very appreciative of Genesis, very happy to be able to review another one of those strings for you. I've reviewed two of their co-poly strings in the past, Typhoon and Twisted Razor, and now today with Thunderblast, it's a multi-filament. And Genesis, kind of an up-and-coming rising star string brand, and they recently had for Black Magic, which is another one of their co-poly strings that I've not reviewed before. But Black Magic was featured in the United States Racket Stringers Association's RSI, Racket Sports Industry, in RSI magazine recently. And really good news for Genesis is that Black Magic got the number 5 rating for an overall string and number 2 best rating for co-poly strings. And I have to chuckle while I'm recording this. If the camera's shaking a little bit, I apologize. My cat is rubbing her side of her face against the ladder there, so hopefully she'll quit that in a second and it'll quit shaking. But anyway, want to get into the specifics of Thunderblast. Got my notes here because I don't want to forget anything, so forgive me if I'm looking down at these and not always looking at the camera. But anyway, fairly new string from Genesis. It's a multi-filament, okay? Genesis has the control and spin of a poly, but the comfort and feel of a multi, okay? So it's composed of a multi-filament core, so a core that has hundreds of multi-filaments in it, and then it has some outer wraps around that multi-filament core, okay? Genesis also states that Thunderblast is some of the best tension maintenance of any multi, and also the surface, they say, is a little bit textured to get a little bit extra bite, a little bit extra spin. And like most strings I review, I've not had a chance to play test it yet. I strung it up 2 days ago, but haven't had to play test it yet. But again, as I've said before, that's not my goal. I'm a very busy guy with work, Inspired Tennis, my kids' activities, family activities, so I don't get to play as often as I'd like. And then when I do play, I'm usually playing with a full bed of a co-poly that I kind of use as my go-to string. So anyway, so I'm not play testing this, but again, that's not my goal. My goal is to inform you of new strings that are hit the market and give you information about those strings. So, based on the research that I've done and based on my discussions with directly with Genesis, here's what I know about this string. It's a soft multi-filament that would be great for players who like to have a little bit more touch and feel to their shot. So probably someone who comes to the net more than just sits at the baseline. So, if you're playing a lot of doubles, or if you're a person who likes to follow your ground strokes to the net for the put-away volley or even serve and volley, a multi-filament like Thunderblast might be really good to give you that added touch and feel. Okay? It's also great for players who are looking for, like any multi-filament, who are looking for a softer string, maybe due to some arm or elbow problems, okay? Multi-filaments are some of the softest strings out there, so definitely good for someone with arm problems. And then, it would be outstanding for a hybrid. As a lot of you know, probably the most popular hybrids out there are co-poly mains and then a softer cross, like a natural gut or a multi-filament like Thunderblast, or even vice versa with a multi-filament like Thunderblast in the mains and then a co-poly in the crosses, okay? And, so this would definitely be a softer string that you could use in a hybrid string job. And I'll discuss in a minute the low price point for this string. If you're looking to achieve these things that I mentioned, if you're the type of player that could benefit from this type of string, and you want a string at a very reasonable, nice price point, then Thunderblast may be something for you to consider. It comes in just one gauge, 16 gauge, 1.30 millimeters. The color, I have it here, a scrap piece from the string job that I did on my own racket. The color is black. It only comes in black. And it's really cool because most multis on the market are either like white or a natural color. There are very few black multis out there. So if you're the type of person where color is important to you in a string job and you like black, and you want a multi, then Thunder Blast could be one of the few choices that you'll have. Now there's a lot of black copolys, and there's some black synthetic monofilament synthetic guts, but very few multi-filament synthetic guts that come in black. And I strung it up in my old POG, my POG, my Prince original graphite. And it looks really cool because you've got the entire black string bed with the whole black frame. So pretty cool look to it. So it comes in one color, black only. It is available in both 40-foot sets and 660-foot reels. It is available for purchase at the Tennis Depot online, Tennis Express online, All the Bird Sports online, and then Trap Tennis online on eBay. Trap Tennis is an eBay seller. So those are the 4 places that you could pick up Thunder Blast if you're looking to do so. Prices, best pricing, most common pricing you're going to find out there, $9.90 per set. So that's what I was telling you. Hey, it's for multi-filament string, it's at a very, very good price point. I mean, you know, multi-filaments run the gamut, but there are definitely some high-end multi-filaments that are $18, $19, $20 per set. So, you know, $9.90 is definitely a great price for a set of this. And especially, like I said, if you're using it in a hybrid, you know, you cut the price in half and combine that with the other string, the price of the other string that you're putting in the mains or the crosses, it could be a pretty low-cost hybrid option. $99.90 for a reel. So again, as I always tell everybody, try it in a set first. Never just go out and buy a reel right away. But you know, buy a set or two, try it. If you like it, then want to buy a reel. It's a phenomenal price, just under $100 for a reel of this string. And as far as buying sets, the Tennis Depot is currently running a special buy 2 get 1 free, okay? And that special is going to last through the end of October. Like I said, I strung it up the other day. And so from a stringing perspective, really nice soft feel, as you would expect with a multi-filament. You know, it was very, very soft in the hands and easy to work with. It had very little coil memory. I mean, you can see this piece here. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but, you know, very little coil memory. So that was a pleasant surprise once I took it out of the package and uncoiled it. That was easy to work with. And then because it's so soft and flexible, I mean, it was really easy to weave the crosses. I'm a pusher, so I was flying on the crosses with this stuff. I was on my game when I was stringing this up. So from a stringing perspective, very easy to string, no issues whatsoever. And then, like most reviews I have, in addition to the one set that I strung up, Genesis was kind enough to also send me 4 additional sets of Thunder Blast. So be on the lookout within the next week or so for another video from me announcing the contest to give away these 4 sets of Thunder Blast. So if you think it might be a string that you would like to try and you'd like to take your chance at winning a free set, be on the lookout for that video. I'll post it here shortly, and then we will be off and running with another string contest. So that is all I have for today, gang. Thanks for checking in.